Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome back to the Crypto Bully Bear channel where there's only fun decoding and no financial advice. When I first started doing YouTube, my very first video was shouting out all the influencers that I watched. And out of all the influencers that I watched, it was something that stuck with me. And a lot of them said, stay away from the coins that they shill to the masses. Stay away from the coins that are on the TV. Right? So as I'm watching these influencers, right? I can say it. It was a digital investor. Perspective something. I forgot their names because it's been so. I haven't watched those videos in a little bit because they're the ones that started igniting my brain to start moving, to start thinking for myself. You know, at first you have to sit down and you have to get all this information in. And then once you have all this information, you really need to start picking and choosing or going through all the information that you received and going to recheck to see what's more truthful and what's not. And then from there, you're supposed to start making your own decisions on your own beliefs. Because you might believe in something and then you listen to somebody else. They might reassure you that what you feel or what you believe in, you're on the right path. You know? And sometimes I will listen to half-hour videos, 40-minute videos, and it would just be 2 minutes of a piece of content that I needed from that whole thing. Now, what's bothering me is that a lot of these influencers that were telling me or telling their people, their audience, their subscribers, stay away from the coins that are getting shilled on TV. And at that time, it was Bitcoin, it was Litecoin, it was Bitcoin Cash, it was Ethereum. I remember those four heavy. So now we speed up to today. If you go look at today, Ripple is right next to all those names. So I sit back now and I listen to these influencers and they're still talking about the same shit. Invest in this, invest in that. But what happened to the fucking time that you were back in the days, 2020, saying how you should stay away from the coins that are getting shilled on TV to the masses? Now you have Ripple on TV getting shilled to the masses. How come not one of you influencers that I listened to in 2020, 2021 are not talking about now Ripple's getting pressed to the masses? If it's the golden one, right? Think about it. If this was like a top secret one and this was going to be the one, the main one for cross-border payments, why would they be showing it? Why would they be announcing that to the world? Why would they be giving this information to the world on TV to let them know one of the greatest digital assets is out there for super cheap and you can get out of our chains, if you know what I mean, our slavery system? Here's your chance to get away. They do certain things like that to give you the opportunity to find a way, but most likely you have to really look in between the lines. It doesn't really come that easy. I haven't really noticed things that, or assets that, explode, really get pushed through the TV to let other people know what that asset is. It's usually something you never heard about or is not being spoken about, and it comes from left field, and it's like, oh, boom, this guy, and it's like, holy shit, we all been looking over here, but it's been this little guy right over here. Now, again, I could be totally wrong, but I'm just saying, this is what I was trained, this is what I was being taught, because I'm saying I was watching YouTube these influencers, and that's what they were embedding into my head. Stay away from the coins that are on TV. So Ripple now is on TV. But I haven't heard one of you influencers on there stating maybe you should have a second thought about Ripple. Or maybe they just make too much fucking money off of you because you're so easily influenced. And I'm talking to all of you out there watching this, that at this point it doesn't care. They'll say anything now just to keep you on their videos, okay? For me, I could have just kept talking about Ripple and XRP, right? And leaving that storyline for you guys. And I might have had 10,000, maybe even more at this point. But when I started breaking off XRP, and I started talking about XPR, I noticed that the audience dropped, the views dropped, everything dropped. And in reality, when you're not speaking about someone's investment in a positive way, they don't even want to listen to you. They don't want to even take in consideration that, you know what, maybe I might be holding something not all that golden. Again, these are just my opinions, okay? And again, I hold a bag of XRP. And again, I hope I'm freaking wrong and that this shit shoots out to the moon. Because I have a bag. All right? Like I said, I'd rather be holding XRP and not be right. Because I know the other coins that I'm holding most likely will be, if it's not XRP, then I'm sure the other coins that I'm looking into that I spoke about on my channel will progress and move forward. So that would make up the money that I spent on XRP. So, but just to polish this one video off, I haven't heard of Proton in the masses, in the news itself. So, that's just my opinion. Anyway, thank you for liking, watching, and subscribing. And if you like what you see and you want to show a little love, I have a WebAuth wallet called I Told You So. And yeah, that's about it. That is my little take on the XRP thing. And again, I will hold XRP. I will always have a bag of XRP no matter how much FUD there is. Because I'm a person that loves FUD. And when I see a lot of FUD onto one coin, it attracts me to it because it makes me feel like they're trying to push you off it. But like I said, the critical thinking, them talking about announcements in court and stuff like that, I don't see them telling you it's going to be over and the price stay the same. If the price shoots up, I mean, and I don't mean $1, $2. I mean, if it shoots up to like 2 digits, 10, 12, 8, somewhere high to a 2-digit thing, then most likely they probably won and move forward. But if it stays the same and you really think that the lawsuit is that day going to tell you they're going to end, oh, the lawsuit's over tomorrow. Yeah, 50 cents is still 50, 60 cents, even $1. I just think that they're ready to take most of y'all money and then drop that shit to 20, 10 cents, maybe a single-digit penny. That's just my take. I'm not going to say that happens. I actually wish that that does not happen, and I actually wish that I'm wrong and XRP takes off. Because like I said, I hold the bag. So I'm not worried. I just wanted to put a little information in your head so you can sit there and critically think. Because a lot of people can't really think for themselves, and they'll sit there and then they'll take all this information from these influencers and they'll believe that they have something solid with them. Because they're all repeating a lot of the things. Okay? You got Bearable Bull, you got Digital Asset Investor, the Investor's Perspective, or something. I forgot, a couple of their names. You just got all these people, and they're just all heavy on XRP. And again, when I listen to all these people, 2020, 2021, 2020, until 2021 until I started doing my own videos. I was like hypnotized that Ripple was everything, that XRP was everything, and everybody, and I can foresee that everybody was going to probably use Ripple, but they made me believe, all these influencers, that XRP was only connected to Ripple, and if anything went through Ripple, that it was going to go through XRP first, and I was like, oh shit, and that's what really caught me, and that's what really had me, breathing heavy, and I couldn't catch my breath because I was so damn excited that, a person like me that been busting my ass working for all these years finally found a way to get out of there and get my family out of there and get my friends out of this so-called, system. Get up, work, come home, get up, work, come home, a repetitive program. So again, I got caught up in the mix, I got like hypnotized, thinking that that's what it is. But then I started learning that Ripple has RippleNet, and RippleNet is a software thing, and that's the part that connects, like a portaling thing that connects banks to banks cross-border. And like I said, any blockchain can use that software of Ripple's. So yeah, you might see Ripple here, Ripple there, because they're using the Ripple software, but who is pushing that software? They don't tell you that. What blockchain is using that software? Yeah, this bank, Bank of America, whatever, JP Morgan, whatever banks are, going about, yes, you see Ripple's name there, and these influencers will make you believe that it's all about XRP. But just do some time in your own research and understand that Ripple has a software called Ripple Network. And Ripple Network is, like I said, a portaling thing that other blockchains can use. So even though you're seeing in the script and all the written things, it says Ripple, Ripple, Ripple. And sometimes you'll see examples like XRP. Not necessarily saying this is the primary token that we're going to be using. I haven't really read that yet, but you'll hear that, thinking about using or been selected, been in consideration. For example, assets like XRP. So, like I said, the only thing that I'm really worried about is that now that Ripple is on TV and it's with Bitcoin, it's next to Ethereum, and these hardcore influencers had told me to be careful what they push to the masses. So I just wanted to put a video out there to remind you to be careful what they push out to the masses. They push out this public water to the masses. They push out all this damn produce to the masses. Processed food to the masses. And what is that doing to the people? Not making them feel good. Eating this stuff and that hurting this stuff, hurting the organs. Okay? So all that food that pushes to the masses makes them not feel that well. So now you got these coins, these assets that are getting pushed to the masses. Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin, and now Ripple. And if these influencers are going to sit there and tell you, be careful what they push to the masses, then maybe all that bullshit they've been telling us, been telling you, been telling me also, about how Bitcoin ain't going to fucking make it, how Bitcoin Cash ain't going to make it, how Litecoin ain't going to make it. Now you got Ripple right next to all those names. Ethereum not going to make it. I'm not saying they're going to make it. I'm just saying these influencers were telling us that these people were not going to make it. These coins were not going to make it. POW, proof of work, doesn't work. That's digital assets' favorite phrase. Proof of work just don't work. And XRP is going to be there to replace all that. So, critical thinking. Be careful what they're pushing to the masses. I don't care what it is. Okay? Just be careful. Or was it that what's being pushed to the masses might be something to hold on to? You tell me in the comments. Thank you for liking, watching, subscribing. And again, there is no financial advice here.